I looked up as I opened my eyes, and of course the first thing I saw was my spouse and my mother there. But then I looked up and there was this bag of blood.
It was like a movie, but it wasn't a movie, it was my blood. So I would have died.
That moment where you're kissing your child goodbye, you don't know until, you really don't know if that's the last time that you're ever going to see them again.
Gloria, Bernice, and Hannah, 3 generations of women with heart disease, 3 generations of blood recipients. Fitness has always been a way of life for Gloria Boisvert. Her strength and endurance even led her to join the Army, where she met the love of her life, Stephen.
We were just arriving at a military training, and I got sight of him, and I was like, ooh, I think that's gonna be mine.
I knew probably within the first month or so that she was the one for me, and within 3 months we were engaged. Yeah, and then married a year later.
Gloria and Stephen lived an Army lifestyle, moving to a new location every 2 years. Eventually, the pair settled down and had 2 children, a boy, Justin, and a girl, Caitlin. Life was hectic when Gloria began experiencing what she thought was heartburn.
I kind of dismissed it, to be honest with you, initially, but as the heartburn progressed and got worse, I started to get very concerned, to the point where one night it woke me from my sleep. And at that point, I made that decision to visit my doctor. Within about a few minutes of the stress test that was done for me, my life changed forever.
Gloria had 3 blocked arteries and underwent immediate cardiac bypass surgery to make repairs.
Obviously, it was shocking, to the family to understand and get that information. Obviously, there was a lot of concern and worry and care because she was so young and so healthy and so fit.
Gloria needed blood from donors to sustain life during this operation.
I shudder to think of what I would have missed out on. I mean, I have 2 beautiful children. I've watched them grow over the last 4 years, this gift of life I've had that somebody took the time to give me. Had I not been there, I would have missed everything.
When it comes to cardiac care, every second counts. That's a lesson Bernice Morawski-Brown knows all too well. She was born with a cardiac condition called coarctation of the aorta.
They had told my mom and dad that they would find me dead in the crib. They didn't know, what was wrong at the time.
Bernice beat the odds. She was one of the first children in America to have a Teflon graft put in, and she lived a pretty normal life until she was in her 30s and now the mother of 2 children. Like Gloria, Bernice began to feel sick and decided to get a second opinion after her cardiologist said she had the flu.
As I was sitting in his office, we were talking. Next thing I knew, I opened my mouth and blood was shooting out of my mouth. The artery, the graft and the artery had separated.
Bernice needed emergency surgery and immediate blood transfusions.
If it wasn't for that blood that people donated, I wouldn't have had any. And they rushed me into surgery quickly, but there was a while where it wasn't stopping, it kept coming out. So the people that had given me their blood saved my life. I don't know who they are.
7% of all donated red blood cells and 12% of all donated platelets goes to cardiac patients, some as young as newborns. Hannah Reynolds was born with 10 of 35 known heart defects, as well as transposition of the organs, which means all of her organs were on the opposite side of her body. She had her first open heart surgery when she was just 3 days old.
First week or so is really kind of touch and go, and her levels were just not where they wanted them to be. She did end up needing to receive O-negative blood. Neither myself or her father were able to do that for her. So luckily somebody was able to, provide to the bank, and she recovered well.
5 years and 2 additional heart surgeries later, Hannah is a happy, healthy 5-year-old, thanks in part to blood from donors.
Thank you.
2 simple words that these women are turning into action by inspiring blood donation.
All the time I've known Steve, all the time he's been a part of my life, he's been a blood donor. Every month he gets his little card, he gets his phone call, and he's out there, doing his thing. And to consider that blood that he donated to give somebody else the gift of life might have run through me and been a part of me is just what an incredible gift. I mean, you have to admire somebody who takes the time out of their busy lives to make that donation.
For Christmas, whenever I was like, I don't know what to get you, Mom, I don't know, she would always say, then go donate blood. That's all you need to do is just go donate blood. So there was never an excuse.
I got diamond earrings one time. That was a nice gift. But the gift that somebody who I don't even know their name gave me blood, that was a better gift. Because now I'm here to enjoy life. And if they hadn't given me that gift, nothing would matter. No matter how much money you had, what kind of gift you could buy, it wouldn't have mattered.
Blood. It's truly the gift of life. It spans the generations and grants cardiac patients the promise of time.